morning, students. Have a nice day. Okay. Last class we have discussed a Greek poem, geography lesson. You know. Okay. Then today we are going to discuss about a story titled "The Chess Players." You know, chess is a game. Chess Players, written by Premchand. You know, each and everyone have any kind of hobbies. Now the situation in this chapter is very useful and effective to the students, because each and everyone have any kind of hobbies, playing, then writing, reading, whatever may be. But some sort of these kinds of hobbies will affect our health, will affect our career, will affect our thoughts, will affect our families, etc. But what I am going to say, you can guess it. Now, a number of online games are there. The students are mostly affected in these kinds of games which they are playing with their devices, mobiles. Moreover, here in this affection, in this addiction, that affected for the boys. Girls also there, but more than boys are there. They are always playing. I know a number of boys, they are always playing. They are sitting together with their friends in a corner of the places. In their native places, they will have created a corner for sitting together and playing games, PUBG, that kind of footballs, whatever may be. But we want to think that is really affected in our mind, that will really affected in our thoughts, that will affect in our development, in our career, in our family, in our that we could not think what will affect now itself, but later it will mostly affected in our career. So I introduce you before entering to this chapter. You want to reduce, you want to remove the bad habits, bad hobbies in your life, from your life, because of the development of your career. Isn't it? Okay. We are going to discuss about two chess players. They are mostly affected in this playing, but after that they take revenge themselves, because before entering to this chapter we can go through the profile of the author Premchand. This was translated from Hindi by T.C. Ghai. Then Premchand, his real name Dhanpat Rai Srivastava, 1880-1936. Regarded as one of the foremost Hindustani writers of the early 20th century. He is the foremost Indian writer in 20th century. was born at Lamahi near Varanasi on 31st July. Having mastered Urdu during his education in a madrasa. After madrasa, he completed master in Urdu. His early writing was in this language. Soze Watan, a collection of short stories published in 97, reflected the patriotic fervor sweeping the country. By the time he decided in 1914 to continue writing in Hindi, he was already a reputed Urdu writer. You know, he written a number of stories, writings in Hindi language. He was the first writer of Hindi fiction. To introduce realism in literature. What he mentioned in his fiction, the realism of the literature. His works, more than a dozen novels, around 215 short stories, more than novels, 215 novels, several essays and translations of a number of foreign literary works depicted, it shows the social evils of arranged marriages. He shows through his work the evils or the bad effects of arranged marriage. The harshness of the British bureaucracy and the exploitation of poor villages by money lenders and officials, and the exploitation by the officials. The poor pupils are being exploited by the officials and money lenders that have described in his or through his works. Okay, this chapter, take page number 99, the chess players. Above one, you just read it. It have described, I already explained to you. Most of the people have a hobby that like. Okay, then let us examine the effect of an obsession. What do you mean by obsession? Obsession means addiction with chess on the two principal characters in this story. There are two principal characters. Very important characters are there. They are Mirza Sajjad Ali and Mir Roshan Ali. Mirza Sajjad Ali and Mir Roshan Ali. Two characters are there. Very important characters. They are Mirza Sajjad Ali. Mirza Sajjad Ali and Mir Roshan Ali. These are the principal characters of this chapter. Okay. It was the time of Wajid Ali Shah. Who is Wajid Ali Shah? Ruled from 1847 to 1856 as the fifth king of Awadh. Okay, he is a ruler. Lucknow was drowned in pleasure. Drowned means he drowning in the water. Drown. Okay. Then the big and small, the rich and the poor, all were sunk in it. The big, that means each and everyone sunk in it. Which one? In the deep pleasure. Then the state officials were absorbed means swallowed in fun and pleasure. from the king to the pauper, from the king to the pauper, all were engrossed. Means pauper means what? A very poor person. Very poor person. All were engrossed. Engrossed means addicted in this pleasure. Means king and each and everyone. Poor, king and each and everyone addicted in this pleasure. Then playing games like chess or cards or janjifa. Janjifa means one type of card. You know, chess, cards. Cards means, you know, they are playing sheet cards. That one. Cards and janjifa card. That one kind of cards. Which they are using to play. Then sharpens the mind, improves mental faculties and help in solving complex problems. They think that these kinds of playing improve mental faculties and help in solving complex problems. When they are, if they play, it will help to overcome the complexion and of the problems and the mental faculties. That's are the arguments. Then what happened, you know? Such arguments were being forcefully advanced. Forcefully advanced. Which one? These arguments which we have mentioned above. So, if Mirza Sajjad Ali and Mirza Roshan Ali spent most of their time sharpening their wits, how could many thoughtful persons take exception? Both of them were hereditary. Hereditary means that traditionally. Jagirdas means these two characters, you know, Mirza Sajjad Ali and Mir Roshan Ali, they are Jagirdas. Jagirdas means the profit, the monies or the that they have the profit to live alone without going to job. They got traditionally wealthy, or they got most things, money. They are rich as a tradition. Free from the worries of the livelihood, they enjoyed their good food without having to work at all. What else could they do? They can't do anything because they have no any troubles. They have no any problems in front of them. They have not going to the work. They can live because they have the profit. They have the money. They are rich family. Okay. In the morning, after breakfast, both of us would spread the chessboard, set up the piece and engage themselves in the lactic of chessboard warfare. Repeated messages from inside that food was ready were ignored and the cook was forced to serve food right there in the room. As the two friends continued their playing, members of Mirza's family were far from pleased. Even the neighbors and servant made uncharitable comments. This is an inauspicious game and can ruin families. Then, in the morning, after have breakfast, they sit in the room and started to play chess. They have no any mention, they have not ready to go anywhere to food, whatever. Then the calling of food ready, that coming from the kitchen and then here and there, they are not concentrated to that echoes, that voices. Then servant the food have taken to their room, but they have no any interest to that. Then these addiction of just playing, the neighbors, their neighbors tell that this is very important problem, that will wane, that will ruin the families. Who said that? The family members. Then neighbors and the servant, each and everybody says that this is inauspicious one. Inauspicious means bad luck. It will ruin your family. Then take next page, page number 100. There was great disorder in the kingdom of Awadh. People were being robbed in broad daylight. There was no one who cared. All the wealth from the countryside was being sucked into Lucknow. The blanket of debt to the English company was becoming wetter and heavier every day. Because of the absence of good administration, the taxes were not being collected fully. Here, the situation, the financial situation is going to down in the country because this was yielded, sucked into the Lucknow, and also they are not sincere worked than the good administrations, the good officials. There is no any good officials, administrators in the East India Company, English Company. Because of that, there is not being collected the taxes fully. This causes the financial troubles in the country. Nevertheless means but or even though months passed and the game of chess went on in Mir Sahib's Divangana. Divangana means parlor. The newest strategies were being charted. There would be arguments and accusation. Arguments and accusation means plan. But soon the two friends would be reconciled. Sometimes the game would be terminated. Terminated means stopped between. Means midway, and Mirza Sahib would walk out and go home, and Mirza Sahib would go inside, but the night sleep would dissolve the last day's resentment, and the next morning the two friends would be back in the Divangana. Means these two friends, Mirza and Mirza Sahib and Mir Sahib, these two friends are playing in the room, but while they are playing, they will quarrel. Means, likewise our friends, we are playing the cricket or whatever maybe we are playing, but while the playing, in between the playing, some misunderstanding will become and somebody will stop the game and go to the home. Maybe. Likewise, here they become fighting. That you done mistaken. No, you didn't mistaken. They are quarreled. Then sometime Mirza Sahib, this Mir Sahib's house. So Mirza Sahib stopped the game and going to his home sometime. But that night they slept, and after next day everything will remove. Everything will solved and come back to play game. I hope you get me, isn't it? Okay. Then one day the two friends were married in the quicksand of a game when an officer of the king's army came riding on a horse asking for Mir Sahib. Mir Sahib was stunned. What was this? Why this summons? This was no good. From the next day, they would leave before dawn with a small mat under their arms, holding a box full of pans. The two friends would make their way across the river Gomti to an old deserted mosque that had been built perhaps by Asafud-Dawla. They would start playing, then they would forget the word. No other words except check and mate would come out of their mouths. No yogi would be so focused in his meditation as these two. When the afternoon they felt hungry, they would go to the eatery and eat something, relax for a while, and then restart their play. Sometimes they would forget even to eat. One day they are playing. At the time, the army member or the soldier is coming. Then Mirza was stunned. Stunned means shocked. What was this? This is the army member is horsing and coming. Oh, what was this? Why this summons? Summons means order. What is this order? This was no good. It is not good. Then they decided to go to another place. That is one oldest mosque is there. They decided to sit there. They take a sheet and we can sit there. They decided. The friends decided. Okay. Then that was built by Asafuddaula. Then they would start play there. Then they would forget the world. They means they addicted in this game and they forgot the world. They have no any word. They don't know anything rather than check and mate. They know only two words coming in their mouth, that is check and mate. These two words are using in the game of chessboard. Okay. Then here one quotation is there. No yogi would be so focused in his meditation as these two. These two friends are focused in the game of chess, you know. Likewise, there is no any concentration or there is such focus will not be yet by the yogi. Yogi means the officials of yoga. Then they when in afternoon they felt hungry and they go to the eatery. Eatery means kitchen, that food preparing places, like hotel something. They go there and eat food. Sometimes they forgot to eat. So on the other side, the political situation in the kingdom was deteriorating. Deteriorating means becoming bad, worse. Every day, the company forces were advancing upon Lucknow. The city was in a great turmoil. Turmoil means confusion. People were fleeing to the village with their families, but our two players were unconcerned. They came out of their houses, passing through narrow streets, hiding themselves from the eyes of the king's men. The political situation, you know, political situation means they are going to, or they are getting fighting the rulers and the pupils, then countries, they are fighting. Political situation is becoming very vain. So the family members, each and every pupil and with their family, they are getting free from here. They are going to settle another places. But these friends, you know, Mir Sahab and Mirza Sahab, they have no any consideration these kinds of problems which have been done in this country, political issues. Then they have continued their play. They walked through a narrow covering the hiding themselves from the eyes of the soldiers, you know. Then one day both the friends were playing chess, sitting in the decrepit mosque. Decrepit means old. Mirza's position was somewhat weak. Mirza Sahib was threatening him with check after check. In the meaning, they saw the soldier of the company passing by. It was the Gora army moving towards Lucknow to capture the city. Capture means conquer, to take, to get the ruler, the fighting and conquer the city. This kingdom is ruled by another king. Then the nearby king come here and fight him, then conquer, then get rule, get his fight and he get the position in this kingdom, that is conquer, you know. when they are playing in that old mosque, at the time the soldiers are coming to there, then the position of Mirza's position is very weak, means he is going to lost in this game. But at the time soldiers coming nearby, because for what, no, like now, to capture the city, to capture this city, to yield this city. Then Mirza Sahib said, the English army is advancing, God be kind. Oh, English army is coming, God be kind. Let us watch, let us stand in a corner. Then he said that, let us watch, let us stand in a corner. Oh, do that later. What's the hurry? Check. They have the artillery too. Artillery means war guns. They have guns. You know, guns have too. There must be some 5,000 men. Their faces so red. One is afraid to look at them. Then here's Mirza Sajjad Ali. Mirza Sahib is always talking about this army. He feared, oh, you look there, we can't hide anywhere. They will come and fight me, such like. But Mir Sahib said that you don't mention about it. You play. You concentrate in play. Check by check. He playing. He concentrating to this play. Okay. But Mirza Sahib said that, hey, look, his face is very red. Oh, each and every pupil will fear to look there in their face also. Then they have Janab, don't make excuse, don't use these ruses. Ruses means good tricks. Check means he says that, oh, Mirza is going to fail in this game. He is going to lost. So he using some good tricks to remove something. But oh, you are seeking excuses by these some kinds of good tricks. How you concentrate this game? Mir Sahib said, you are a strange man. Here the city in danger, and you are only thinking of check and mate. Have you thought how we shall go home if the city is beside means under the rule of the king or soldiers, surrounded by the soldiers. Yes, you are the cruel person. Who said? Mirza said. What? If you think how we'll return to our home, the soldiers are there, here and there. They are surrounded. They are ruled. We cannot go. We cannot leave from here. If you think it, was Mirza said. Then take page number 102. Okay. We shall see when it is time to go. Here is check and mate. Then Mir Sahib is always deeply concentrated in the game. Oh, that we can look when we are going to. Now you just play here, check and mate. He check mate. He that focusing this game. The army marched away. It was 10 o'clock. A new game was set up. Then it was 10 o'clock. Then the army marched away. They set up a new game. Both of them set up another game. It was 3 in the afternoon. After this afternoon, it was 3 times. Third game of afternoon. No. This time Mirza's position was shaky. This time Mirza's position was shaky, means he is going to lost. The 4 o'clock bell was ringing as they heard the sound of the army return. Nawab Wajid Ali had been captured, and the army was escorting him to an unknown destination. There was no commotion in the city and no fighting. Not a drop of blood had been slashed. Now here the king of a free country would have been captured so quietly without any bloodshed. The king of a vast country like Awadh was being driven away as a prisoner, and the city of Lucknow was sleeping peacefully. Then what happened? The political situation had been collapsed. I already said to you, no. Then here Nawab Wajid Ali had been captured. Captured means yield the country, and the soldiers are escorted and coming there. That sound they heard. Their soldiers are returning. Okay. Mirza said the tyrants have captured Nawab Sahib. Tyrants means the bad ruler or the cruel ruler have captured Nawab Sahib. Nawab Sahib have captured, have yielded, he fighted and won against the tyrants. Never mind, save your king. Then Mir Sahib said that, never mind, save your king. He said, wait a minute, Janab, I can't concentrate at the moment. Poor Nawab Sahib must be shedding tears of blood. Oh, just a minute, Janab. I can't concentrate the playing. Oh, poor Nawab Sahib must be shedding tears of blood. He must be shedding tears of blood. He won't enjoy these luxuries there. Check. Here, he should. Means, he said, who said? Mir Sahib said that he should. Nawab Sajid Ali, Wajid Ali can done. You don't mind it. You come, you play here. What a painful situation. That is true. Here, check again. Now it is made. There is no escape for you. Then, oh, that is true. What a painful situation. Oh, what a painful situation. Who think? Mir Sahib think. Here you think that, you want to think that Mir Sahib always thinking about the political cruelties and political situation which have been in this country. Which have that very, very that cruel or the fearful situation. Fighting, the war is started, something have very problems have been going on. He concentrated in this, he thought about it. But Mir Sahib what done, he fully concentrated in the game and he put check. Then Mirza is playing just like he moving these kinds there, queen here, then something, but without concentrating this. But Mir Sahib is concentrating or focusing in the play, so he put check, again check, he won the games, isn't it? Then there is no escape for you, means he going to won. There is no any space of escaping you, means here the king of chessboard. You can move anywhere. You have no any space of escape in the chessboard. By God, you are so cruel. You are removed even after such a great calamity. Oh, poor Wajid Ali Shah. Then you are very cruel. Who said? Mirza Sajid said, you are very cruel. You are unmoved even after such a great calamity. There are such calamities there, tragedies there. Even after such a great tragedy is there. Oh, poor Wajid Ali Shah. Oh, poor Wajid Ali Shah. First you save your own king. Mourn off for Wajid Ali Shah later. Here is check and mate. Give me your hand. First you save your king. Who said? Mir said that. Oh, you first save your king. And after that you can mourn. You can get tension about another king. Okay? Take hand. Shake hand. For means this game is over. The army marched away with the king as their prisoner. Then the army marched away carrying the king away with the king as their prisoner. They prisoned the king Wajid Ali and they went out. The soldiers went out. Mirza led another game as soon as they were gone. Defeat is always painful. Mir said, come on, let us sing an elegy. to mourn Nawab Sahib's fall. But Mirza's loyalty to the king had disappeared with his defeat. He was bent upon take revenge. Here, Mirza led another game as soon as they were gone. They were gone, whose soldiers were gone, then Mirza set out the another game. Defeat is always painful. Defeat means that he lost the game, that is very painful. Mir said, come on, let us sing an elegy to mourn Nawab Sahib's fall. We can sing a elegy. Elegy means a sad song. That the mood of the sad song means very that like very sad song that will affect in mind. Sad songs. We can sing it. We can sing a song, sad song. To mourn Nawab Sahib's fall. But Mirza's loyalty to the king had disappeared. But loyalty to the king, loyalty means his sympathy to the king is disappeared. He want to take revenge to him, Mir, because of why he lost him, Mirza. Mirza lost always the games, so he want to take revenge by the game. So he set up the another game here. Mirza had lost 3 successive game, and the fourth one too did not seem to be going his way. Mirza had lost 3 successive games, and the fourth one too didn't seem to be going his way. Then fourth one is also not going to in his way. It means fourth one also is going to lost. He was playing with the determination to win, but each considered move he made somehow went wrong and weakened his position. His desire for revenge was sharpened with each defeat. On the other hand, Mir Sahib was bursting into ghazals and teasing Mirza Sahib as if he had unearthed a secret treasure. Mirza Sahib was irritated, but he would utter word of praise for Mirza to overcome his embarrassment. But as his position progressively weakened, he was losing his patience, so much so that he was losing control over himself. Here, Mirza Sahib is going to fail again. Then he want to take revenge, but he can't control over himself. There are something he blaming Mir Sahib blaming by singing a song, by playing a game, something he singing that will affect him. Now don't change your move again and again. What is this? You make a move and then change it. Make your move only once. Don't touch a piece unless you are moving it. You are taking too much time. This is against the rules. If someone take more than 5 minutes to make a move, he should be treated as the loser. Now you change your move again. Please put the piece back. Here the fighting is coming. The fighting is going to start. He said that you are taking more than time. Mirza said, you are taking more than time. You are moving the one thing to there, then return to that, then again move another one. This is the out of rule. This is the kinds of out of rule. You don't do it. Then they are fighting. Mir Sahib's queen was about to be taken. He said, Mir Sahib's queen was about to be taken. He said, I have not moved yet. Then this Mir Sahib's queen was to be taken. But he said that, Mir said that, oh, I not move it there. He said, You have made your move. Please put the piece back where it was. Why should I put it back? I had never let it go from my hand. If you don't let go your piece till eternity, does it mean you have not moved it? Now when your queen is being taken, you have started cheating. It is you who is cheating. Winning or losing is by luck. No one wins by cheating. Then you have been checkmated in this game. Why have I been checkmated? Okay, then replace the piece in the same square. Why? I won't do it. Why not? You will have to. Then he said that, oh, this queen I didn't move there. No, you moved. You just put it where it was there. You don't take back. Then this he said, Mirza said that, oh, you are checkmate. You won this game. Okay. Then Mirza said that, why you are saying like that? Okay, you win in this game. You are won. No problem. We can stop it. We can stop the game. Such fighting is very, very increased. That fighting is come over and over. Then tempers were rising. The tempers means fighting is rising. Both were unwilling to yield. Both are not ready to capture, yield. Excuse. They are both one of them not ready to excuse. Then the arguments took a different turn. Mirza said, you would have known the rules if someone had played chess in your family. Your ancestors means forefathers, were grass cutters. You don't know the rules of chess. Who said? Here, Mirza said to Mirza that you don't know the rules of the chessboard because your forefathers not played chessboard. They are grass cutters. How could you learn to play chess? Then how could you learn to play chess? Nobility is something different on. One does not become a nobleman just by receiving a jagiri. Jagiri already I informed you, Nobility will not get by giving or by getting jagiri. What? It is your father who must have been a grass cutter. In our family, we have been playing chess for generation. Mirza said that, oh, your father is grass cutters. Our forefathers always playing chessboard. So we can we know the rules and regulations of the playing chess. Oh, leave it. You have spent your life working as a cook at Ghaziuddin. To become a nobleman is no joke. Oh, you have spent your life working as a cook in Ghaziuddin's. No. Then why are you blackening the faces of your ancestors? They must have been cooks. Our family have always dined with kings. Why you are blaming us? They are cooking. They are cooks. Our family has always dined with kings. They are cooking for kings. Why you are blackening your faces? Hold your tongue. I am not used to listening to this kinds of language. Someone stares at me, I pluck out his eyes. I dare you. Mirza said that, stop your tongue. If anybody stare me, if anybody look me, I will pluck out their eyes. Your eyes also I can do like that. Okay, I don't fear to you. Oh, I am not afraid of you. Both of the friends drew their sword from their lips. They take the sword from their hips. Sword, they are going to fight. It was the age of chivalry. Everyone was equipped with a sword or a dagger. Both friends were pleasure-loving but no cowards. They had become devoid of political will to fight for the kings. Why should they die for the king? But they were not deficient in personal courage. Both of them fought on and fatally wounded died writhing in pain. They who could not spare a single drop of tear for the kings died defending their queens on the chessboard. They are not ready to fight. They are not ready to go to fight for the kings. Their kings in the kingdom, real kings. But now they fight personally and died for their queen in the chessboard. Because of that, their quarreling or their fighting have started because of the problems of queen, it was moved or not in the chessboard. So depend upon the queen in the chessboard or because of the queen in the chessboard, they fought together and they wounded deeply and died. Them. Two friends are died. It was getting dark. The piece still lay on the chessboard. It was as if both the kings sitting on their thrones were shedding tears at the death of these warriors. When these two kings are sitting the corner, they shedding their tears of these warriors. Means these two friends closely friend, but they addicted in the game and they died because of the play, because of the some fight in the play. Last month we have read a news that one friend have killed by another. That was caused by the PUBG game, isn't it? They played a PUBG game and they get the ambition to revenge him and they throw and they killed by the friend. Isn't it one of the news? Last month or August or September, we have read the news. Likewise, so the dear children, I advise you don't addict in any kind of hobbies. Don't addict. It will affect in our mind. It will yield. It will forward. It will take away us to any kind of revenge, whatever may be. After that, there is no any space of thinking. Now the space of think. Now a lot of space of thinking. Okay, this is very, very useful and very, very important message sharing by the author Premchand through this game. Which one? The chess players. Okay, I hope you will get me. Very, very, very important chapter. You read by understanding the meaning. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Now, let us wind up, shall we? Okay, thank you.